It's Shapen. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quick throw over the middle. And he's intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking deep in the very first play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Here comes a first down pass attempt. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The defense produces 6 points. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Looking for a man deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Offense getting set. It's second down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced.
He's looking deep here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pass. It's Shapen. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs.
strength matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. To Dublin Stadium, 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cyclones ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback making checks. Johnson looking to throw. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense.
Turning on the Jets. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Going right to work up top. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Caught over the middle, it's Townsend. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Cyclones are on the move. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So start.
It's a seam wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got him downfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Quick completion on the out. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Beck. He wants to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in game one in conference play this season.
No doubt. You got to set the tone early.
There he goes! Bust through behind his pad. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Safe completion on the screen. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Cyclones are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And it's picked off for the third time today. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers. Offense in a bunch formation. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Sowell. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Cyclones have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They've already squandered a couple of chances to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Fair catch, called for and made. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Johnson looking to throw. The short hands, it's Oakland. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. It's caught. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, first and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarter.
He'll take the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in down the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Firing toward the end zone. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fitted in the window for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Iowa State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Johnson wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. And it's caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Under fire. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Kansas State pushing the pace. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Kansas State! They take the lead with the 6. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cyclones.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt.
Sends it downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.